Good afternoon, everyone. Come on in, grab something to drink, take a seat. Gonna get started. For those of you that don't know me, I think I know most people. I'm Mark Rigger, I'm the provost. Happy to welcome you to the 26th Annual Celebration of Excellence. So this goes back to the days of trailers and mud, as our president would say, all the way back to the founding. And so glad to be here with you today. And this is an event where we recognize and celebrate excellence judged largely by your peers. So whether you're a student, a faculty member, a staff member, it was the folks that you work with that are putting up for these awards, and then you will be coming across the stage to receive them in mere minutes here. The Celebration of Excellence is an opportunity for us to look back on the past year and recognize individuals who have exceeded all expectations and perhaps even surprised themselves. But before we recognize the awardees, let's consider where we've been this year. Academic year 22-23 will go into the record books with an asterisk, and at the bottom of the page, that asterisk will say Hurricane Ian. I'd like to offer my sincere thanks to everyone here today, and many more that couldn't possibly fit in this room. For every one story of success that you're about to hear, there's several others that happened back in late September that you won't be hearing. Just as heroic, just as significant. Talking about the faculty members that stepped up, taught someone else's course while they were out. Because the colleague may have lost their home. Talking about students who let fellow students crash on the couch. Talking about staff members that covered for each other when a coworker was displaced. Talking about people who wrote checks, who brought food, who mucked out houses, who lent cars. You get the picture. So thank someone today. You know somebody that participated in those activities, and we came together like an FGCU family like never before. So I'm so proud to be part of this family, to go through that year with you, that event with you, and come out where we are. Okay, so moving on, a special thanks to the Faculty Excellence Committees who were tasked with reviewing and evaluating all the Faculty Award nominees. The colleges and schools, the student affairs, the faculty senate, the committees all across the university for reviewing all of these packets. I also want to thank the Gaber Agency for their generous support of the Staff Advisory Council Awards. Alex Brower I think is here with us today. Alex, will you stand for a second from the Gaber Agency? Alex, I'm not sure where he is. Let's give him a hand anyway. We really appreciate their support, their sponsorship. All right, so to begin the ceremony, courtesy of the Bauer School, we welcome Miss Diana Flores, and she's a double major in vocal performance and health sciences, and she's going to sing our alma mater, Where Our Wings Will Take Us. Diana.
We salute our alma mater, for she gave us wings to fly. We have learned the wind's great secrets, how to soar with our minds, as we wear our colors proudly, emerald green and cobalt blue. Here's to friends and to memories made at FGCU. So fly, 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 Eagles,
right, Diana Flores, thank you so much. That was beautiful. All right, now, President Martin, please.
Thank you, Mark, and what a wonderful rendition of the alma mater. That's another sign of the nature and the strength of this institution to have a music program that can produce someone who can sing that well. I was going to do a little Tony Bennett for you, but I'd be embarrassed now following that. But thank you for the chance to say a few words. This will be my last chance to do this after 6 years, and for me, it's a special day. It reminds us, yet again, about what great universities are about. And the most fundamental thing that great universities are about is a perpetual pursuit of excellence. It's always a journey. It's never a final destination. It's a deep commitment, but it's also what distinguishes us from many, many other institutions. We're always seeking to get better, and I think it's particularly important at FGCU right now. As many of you know, and I say this with great regularity that I've warned people out, we are educating and transforming students in everything we do, certainly in the classroom, but in all other things we do while they're here. We are setting examples or setting standards or sending messages about what it means to be a systematically curious citizen for the balance of your life and to make a difference. So in Celebrate Our Own Excellence, we're also sending a message to students about our expectation of them now and in the future. And that's an important thing to do for an institution as still emerging as this one is. I tell the students all the time, I just did a little while ago to some of the students who were here for Eagle X, FGCU for them is their brand, and it'll be their brand for life. Whether or not they intend it to be so, throughout the balance of their life, when someone turns to determine where they were educated, they will judge the student's education on what they think of the institution that day. Not when they were here, because they wouldn't know, but what they will think about it on that day, what the reputation is. And what this celebration today is, another example of the continual building of the brand of FGCU. And it really is remarkable for those of us who've been out in other places to observe how rapidly the brand of FGCU has become associated with excellence. And our students will benefit from that now and in the future. There are many, many stories of institutions that were once quite good, went in decline a bit, and the students of today are paying the price despite the fact that the institution was pretty good at one time, and we're just getting better. So it's always a pleasure to get together and have a chance just to pause for a moment and remind ourselves of the strength of the institution and the strength of the people who are here and the commitment of the people here. And that's not just in winning awards. You see the list of all the people who have served, quite a long list for 25 years, virtually the entire history of the institution. But we've been able to add people who've stayed and made a difference and continue to grow themselves, and in the process continue to grow the brand of the institution and its commitment to excellence. So for that, everyone, congratulations, and thank you on behalf of all of those we serve, particularly our students, but the community at large. And now if you'll just allow me just a brief moment of kind of personal reflection. This is, as I say, my last time around the block. This is the end of, I'm trying to think of the date, August 8th will be the end of 52 years as a servant of public higher education. I was reflecting on this the other day, and there's a lot of things I can't remember. I can actually remember August 8th, 1971. I'm not quite sure where I parked my car, but I can remember that. And that was the first day I taught an economics class at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, never imagining that this was the end of that beginning. It really is a remarkable, remarkable turn of events. And there are people, I will tell you from my history, who will tell you how amazed they are that I'm here today. My parents included, if they were alive. They were still mystified by how I got on this journey. And as I say, it's a 5-decade-long journey through many, many stops in various interesting places. And this has been the perfect capstone for me and for Jan. We had thought we were done 6 years ago and had planned to do some other stuff, and out of the blue, I'll tell you the truth, I got a call from a guy whose name you might recognize, Ben Hill Griffin III. And he said, we're still looking for a president at my university. Would you be willing to be considered? And I'll tell you what I told him. I've told some of you this before. I said, under two conditions. One is they know that I'm already 70 years old. And two is that you stay out of it, Ben Hill. And he said, I promise both. And I said, and he did. So for that peculiar turn of events, that great accident in history, it turned out to be just right for me. I hope, as people reflect over time, some will say it turned out to be okay for FGCU, but it certainly turned out to be good for us. And the collegiality and the friendships and the respect and the great interest that this place has created for me will be remembered as long as I can hang on, for whatever that is, and certainly will be part of, as I look back at my life, one of the most interesting and enjoyable times I've had, and that despite 2 hurricanes and a pandemic. And, but as I've said on many occasions, through all of those things, and Mark reflected on this a bit, right? We learn things about each other under the most stressful of times. And through each of those events, we learn something about each other individually and a great deal about this community and how resilient it is, and therefore how resilient we can be as a model to others for resiliency. I've made it clear to many that the next hurricane, I will not be sleeping on the floor in the campus support unit because I can get down, but I now have to call 911 to get up. And that's clear and unambiguous. I also noted to someone, I've told you this before, that for someone who's been around as long as I have learned that God, whatever God you believe in, sends university presidents a message when it's time to retire. The most primary message is when your bladder won't last through commencement, it's time. And you can all mark that down because that's the powerful, powerful message you take away. But in between, these are great adventures. And it's been a pleasure to be with you through this adventure and through the end of my adventure. And finally, I will tell you this, and I've said this to many of you as well. I also think back to the fall of 1965 as the first person in my family who not only went to college but could actually spell it. And I drove away from home in 1965 in a 1954 Ford that I bought from my uncle, and I promised myself 2 things. I would never room with my brother Frank again. As a matter of fact, I would try to avoid speaking to him again, but I've stuck to that pretty much. And that I would only pursue investments in myself, career and otherwise, in things that were interesting, rewarding, and fun. I've stuck to that for 50 years. And by God, this has been part of an interesting, rewarding, and fun experience for my time here. And for that, as colleagues and as friends, thank you very much. It's remarkably important. Thanks. Go Eagles.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. I am going to miss that. Wow. Okay. All right. Excellence. Excellence is hard to define sometimes. You know it when you see it, and you're about to see many, many examples of it. All of us are important to FGCU's mission, but these folks had an exceptionally strong contribution this year. The awardees join a long list, 26 years, of distinguished faculty, staff, and students who have won these awards in past times. And the celebration covers much more than just the academic mission, but we recognize student government, employee service, diversity, research, leadership, student success, all of those things necessary to take a great university to excellence. So the awards celebrate the past successes, but also foretell great futures. And for you students here today, for grad school, professional school, whatever it is that you're going to go on straight into the workforce, we know you're going to do incredibly well. For staff, your past efforts make the university run better every year. And for faculty, the discoveries, the mentorship, the teaching inspire students and your colleagues. And so we're so grateful for them. May your futures be even brighter than your past. Now on to the awards. As a student-centered university, let's do the student awards first. So the Student of the Year awards are going to be presented they're presented for students who demonstrate outstanding collegiality and commitment to the mission and guiding principles of FGCU. Both the undergraduate student and the graduate student of the year, students must be in good academic standing and meet minimum credit requirements, and each dean or interim dean or director will come up in turn and do the awards for their units. So first, Dean Clay Motley from Arts and Sciences. Clay, come on up.
All right, good afternoon. It's my pleasure as Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences to announce this year's Student Awards. And we are going to begin with the Undergraduate Student of the Year from the College of Arts and Sciences. And if you want to be a successful scientist, you need to learn how to go get your own money. And this recipient has certainly learned that and is well on his way. He already has a full page of grants and awards on his CV, and he doesn't even graduate until next year. The student has excelled in undergraduate research in his time at FGCU, and he's worked with a faculty mentor on research for 2 years. He has been awarded the Seidler Research Fellowship and was selected for a prestigious summer research experience for undergraduates in chemical biology at New York University. That's starting to narrow it down, right? He's presented his research here at FGCU at state and national level conferences. A first-generation college student himself, this individual is dedicated to giving back to the immigrant communities and first-gen students. As an officer in FGCU's chapter of Global Medical Brigades, he helped that organization serve communities from Immokalee to Honduras. In Project Narrative, he helped mentor students from underrepresented communities through the college essay and application process. Please join me in congratulating a student who represents the best in academic and service accomplishments from chemistry and forensic science programs. The College of Arts and Sciences Undergraduate Student of the Year is Damian Hernandez. For the College of Arts and Sciences Graduate Student of the Year, you only need one faculty nomination to be considered for this award, but this student has received nominations from 4 different faculty members, from her previous supervisor, from her current supervisor, so she has a lot of fans out there. They emphasize, all these nominees emphasize, or nominators, they emphasize her dedication to hard work, academic excellence, and above all, her heart for serving others. This is a student who has presented papers at regional and national conferences, tackling notoriously difficult authors, a student who has helped revitalize the Honor Society in her program, someone who served fellow students in the Writing Center, and someone who is a career education resource for her fellow graduate students. She's excelled in her program, all while working full-time helping students in FGCU's Career Development Services Office. This student started at FGCU as an undergraduate. Now she is finishing her Master of Arts in English as the College of Arts and Sciences Graduate Student of the Year. Please congratulate Lexi Velt.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sean Felton. It's my distinct honor to serve as the interim dean of the Mayor College of Health and Human Services. It's probably one of my favorite days each year, and congratulations to everyone, all the students and all the winners and winners to be coming here. We will begin with the Mayor College of Health and Human Services 2023 Undergraduate Student of the Year awardee. The faculty praised him as an exemplary student, consistently demonstrating achievements in leadership, scholarship, and service. During his time at FGCU, he has demonstrated leadership abilities through his positive attitude and dedication to his nursing education. Well, we've at least narrowed it down that much. And future profession. He has served as a student mentor through the Nursing Student Association, helping mentor first semester nursing students to help ensure their successes and enhance their understanding for both pathophysiology and pharmacology, often referred to as 2 of the 3 Ps that are very challenging. The student has excelled academically in the School of Nursing. He completed the nursing curriculum while congruently taking 2 honors embedded courses. He was inducted into the Tau Zeta chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society just earlier this month. And eligibility for induction for this award is you must have at least a 3.5 GPA and a ranking in the top 35% of the graduating class. His scholarly endeavors have been consistent throughout his time in the Marab College and the School of Nursing. Alongside his successful academics, he has participated in the Immokalee Health Project, where he was able to help perform basic health screenings for over 270 patients living in the underserved rural communities. He also completed annual sport physicals to over 80 middle and high school students at Panier Health Clinic and participated in multiple Say Yes to the Nest and Eagle Expo events. Furthermore, he's consistently demonstrated the qualities and criteria to be awarded the Marab College Undergraduate Student of the Year. So if you haven't guessed it, it is my honor and pleasure to award the 2023 Marab College of Health and Human Services Undergraduate Student Award to Ryan Carmack. Next, it's also my privilege to announce the 2023 graduate student. This student has exemplified her passion for the physical therapy profession through her studies, as well as publishing 5 articles in scholarly journals, with 4 of these being published while in her graduate program. Her involvement in research is crucial to staying current with the newest guidelines, evidence-based practices, and preparation of entering the workforce as a doctor of physical therapy professional. This student has developed her leadership skills while volunteering as the class president of the FGCU Student Physical Therapy Association, participating in Special Olympics both regionally and statewide, provided Hurricane Ian recovery, as Mark talked about earlier, as an American and Physical Therapy Association Florida Corps Ambassador. Furthermore, she served on the Florida Physical Therapy Association, Southwest Florida District Student Liaison, and as an American Physical Therapy Association Academy of Pediatrics Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Committee members. So many acronyms here in higher education. But she further developed her service being involved with Operation Christmas, Child Fun Fitness through Special Olympics, World Vision, and we've mentioned the Hurricane Ian relief that she's provided. This student has been calling the Marab College her second home for over 7 years. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to award the 2023 Marab College of Health and Human Services Graduate Student of the Year to Bridget Tran.
And we switch it out. This is always one of the happiest days of the year at FGCU. Glad to be a part of it. My name is Chris Wesley. I'm the Dean of the Lutgert College of Business. The Undergraduate Student of the Year Award is the top honor given to an undergraduate student at Lutgert based on excellence in leadership, scholarship, and service to the university and to the community. With nearly 4,000 business majors in a college known for producing leaders, it is truly an honor just to be nominated for this award. This year's winners stand out from her peers in many ways. In the community, she developed an innovative new marketing strategy for the Golisano Children's Museum of Naples. In the Honors College, she leads the Honors Mentoring Program, interviews and evaluates applicants, presents at orientation. As a student leader, she served as the marketing director of the 2021 FGCU Dance Marathon, which I might participate in next year. As an undergraduate learning assistant, she tutors students in math and researches their perception of learning and exam performance to adjust her teaching approaches. The enthusiastic recommendation letters that accompanied her application portfolio describe her as forward-thinking, human-centered, collaborative, a servant leader who strives for connection and works hard to foster confidence and independence in others. Not bad. I am very pleased to announce the Lutgard College of Business's Undergraduate Student of the Year for 2023, Marketing Major Julia Livingston. The Graduate Student of the Year Award recognizes overall excellence in leadership, scholarship, and service to the university and to the community. After a distinguished career in corporate finance and executive leadership, this year's award recipient decided to return to school for her MBA and immediately wove herself into the fabric of the Department of Management. As a graduate assistant, she developed an 8-week experiential learning and leadership activity for undergrad management majors. The research she conducted on that program resulted in 2 publications and won numerous awards, including Best Doctoral Paper for a master's student in the journal Innovating Teaching and Management Education. She has been key in launching the college's new Southwest Florida Leadership Institute, developing its website, drafting client memos of understanding, co-creating programs based on client needs, and then designing marketing programs and proposals for those clients. And she maintains a perfect 4.0 GPA while running her own consulting business and raising a family. She deserves a cape as much as a plaque. To quote one of her many recommenders, "In my years of service to FGCU, this student deserves this award more than any other graduate student I have known." Another said, "Without a doubt, I believe she will be one of our greatest alumni." I am so honored to present the Lutgard College of Business's 2023 Graduate Student of the Year Award to Stephanie Lynn Tarico.
A little bit height challenge here. Good afternoon. My name is Zephyr Cogdi, and I have the pleasure of serving as Dean of UA Whitaker College of Engineering. And it is my great pride today to introduce the recipient of the college's Undergraduate Student of the Year. This student truly exemplifies excellence in our college, and oftentimes excellence is associated with grades. And see, this student definitely has all the A's in the world you need. But more importantly, she also has character-defining C's, right? She has the ability to compete, care, cultivate, and curate. So let me give you a few items that she was able to accomplish in a very short time frame she was part of her program. So first and foremost, she knows how to compete. She competed in 3 different events. Now you may ask why 3, because that's all we offer, all right? And so she is also challenging us to kind of expand our offerings. So she competed twice in ABC. Now you may wonder what ABC is, right? That's another thing our college is known for, acronyms. Okay, so ABC is American Builder and Contractors Association for Construction Management. So she competed twice, once last year, and she came back again this year as captain. She also competed in the Associate Schools of Construction competition in Georgia, as again, bringing her team as captain. And then she competed in the Design Build Institute of America regional competition. She interned at the Walsh Group, and she was very, very instrumental, I might be biased, in the Physician Regional Medical Center you see in Naples coming up, okay? And in fact, they offered her a full-time opportunity, and she is going to start there soon after graduation. What a great deal for them. She is also our college's ambassador. She has played a leading role in a lot of her student organizations. She is a founding treasurer of the DBIA student chapter. She is pioneering efforts in forming a young women in construction group at FGCU. She is a very active member of the ABC Student Club, okay? And this is the main reason why I'm decked out today. So, ladies and gentlemen, the UA Whitaker Undergraduate Student of the Year is Yulisa Valdez.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I'm Tom Roberts, the proud and long-serving interim dean of the College of Education, and I'm very happy to be here today to announce this year's College of Education Students of the Year. I also want to take a moment to thank everybody, but in particular our College of Education students and hardworking faculty who participated in all the different events today, so thank you very much. And I want to thank everybody who was nominated for both the undergraduate and graduate student of the year. I've read all the materials and I'm very proud of each and every one of you. So the undergraduate student of the year was selected for this award because of the promise and the commitment she holds to the teaching profession, the most important profession in our society. I added that part, but it's true. Although she's just beginning her teaching journey, she already has documented a track record of providing high-quality educational experiences for her students through the integration of evidence-based methods and approaches to her teaching practice that she learned about during her coursework within our College of Education and beyond. She's known among the College of Education faculty for her ability to thoughtfully and effectively support all of her students' needs. She's a compassionate and hardworking and inspiring educator, and we are excited to see her teaching career blossom in the coming years. I could go on and on with different personal experiences that I've had with the student in her time here at FGCU, in particular the last semester, but without further ado, Alexandria Ford is the College of Education Undergraduate Student of the Year. Okay, on to the graduate student. The Graduate Student of the Year was selected for this award due to her commitment to leadership, scholarship, and service. She recently passed her doctoral qualifying exam with distinction. And in her time here at FGCU, she's engaged in numerous scholarly endeavors with both faculty and students. She's already published 3 articles in conference proceedings, presented at 10 conferences, including the American Educational Research Association annual conference just last week, and the Chinese American Education Research and Development Association annual meeting. She received a College of Education mini grant for research conducted with fellow College of Education faculty and students. She has a documented record of distinguished service and has partnered with local libraries and schools to host events about Korean culture. Stephanie Cho is the College of Education Graduate Student of the Year.
Good afternoon. It's a privilege to be here today. As some of you know, and many of you are about to find out, I am the incoming interim director for the Davler and Kawanui School of Entrepreneurship. So I am brand new on the job, and I can't think of a better way to start the role than being here for this. This year's Undergraduate Student of the Year has demonstrated excellence both inside and outside the classroom. She's a graduating senior, completing her degree in digital media design with a double minor in marketing and art. Despite a busy academic schedule, she's found numerous ways to demonstrate leadership while contributing to the betterment of our campus. Among other things, she's vice president of the Omicron Delta Kappa National Honor Society at FGCU. She also proudly works as a marketing student assistant under the Multicultural and Leadership Development Center, an office within campus life. Her academic skills have been displayed throughout her time at FGCU. She received the Maltz and Long Scholarship and has been awarded the President Gold Scholarship for the past 3 consecutive years. She has also been on the President's list for 2 years and was on the Dean's list in the 2021 academic year, the COVID year. In her free time, what little she has of it, Rachel volunteers generously to help others. In the past 3 years, she has tutored classmates and volunteered with numerous organizations on campus, such as FGCU Athletics, the Honors College, and many others. In the community, through her relationship with ODK, she's partnered multiple times with Make-A-Wish, Southwest Florida, and contributed over 40 hours to the cleanup and restoration of Campus Darrow. She is a proud student leader and an active volunteer in the FGCU community, and we are pleased to recognize as this year's Undergraduate Student of the Year, Rachel Kelly. It appears that I'm going to go take a picture with the president. We'll make sure she gets this. Our Graduate Student of the Year in Entrepreneurship is somebody I've had the pleasure of working with personally. I had the opportunity to witness his entrepreneurial mindset and the tenacity that it takes to start and grow a business as we were working on the business model for the company he has recently launched. He's an outstanding student. He represents everything we look for in terms of the transfer and application of skills developed in the classroom to the real-world success. In this case, he is the founder and CEO of Birdie Code, an on-course drink delivery service for golf and mini golf courses. His passion for entrepreneurship and exceptional capacity to problem solve and adapt has allowed him to position Birdie Code for continued growth and long-term success while completing his master's degree. In addition to his current company, he participated in and received funding in the Florida Gulf Coast University Runway Program. Through his participation in rigorous co-curricular programs, he has developed skills such as bootstrap finance, guerrilla marketing, and the kind of strategic planning needed to scale the business that he has now launched. Despite the time required to put that business in place and to launch it, he has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout his time in our program. He also represents the kind of compassionate entrepreneur that we aspire and strive to produce at FGCU. He is dedicated to giving back to the community, and over the summer, he will be mentoring Immokalee High School youth entrepreneurs. Through his mentorship, he will be sharing his skills and experience, and he will be inspiring another generation with the potential they have to become entrepreneurs, to launch businesses, and to change the world that they live in. Because of that, it is a privilege to recognize Ian Joy as the Graduate Student of the Year. Apparently, I'm taking 2 photos today.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Greg Tolley, Executive Director of the Water School at Florida Gulf Coast University. And it's my distinct privilege today to present to you this year's awardees for the Water School Student of the Year Award. All this anticipation and cliffhanging is making me sweat and have butterflies. So I'm going to go to the punchline first, all right? Cassie Valenti attended several schools in Alabama before pushing the pause button and joining the workforce full-time. When she was accepted at FGCU, she began dipping her toe in the water at first, taking a class here, a few classes there, before enrolling as a full-time student in fall of 2020. You remember fall of 2020. That's the year that your transcripts, for many of you, had indelibly engraved on them extraordinary circumstances encountered COVID-19. Cassie was able to navigate social distancing, masking, constant sanitizing, and of course, Zoom. And as so many of you in this room have done and have demonstrated here today, she thrived in spite of COVID. Her professors describe her as intelligent, passionate, devoted, and a joy to have in the classroom. One faculty member actually reflected that she is the sort of student he wished he had been in college. Cassie has really dedicated herself to her coursework. I'm really not at liberty to say here, but her GPA is somewhere between 3.99 and 4.01. So you can, her hard work and academic success is certainly going to serve her well as she pursues a Master of Landscape Architecture at Washington State University beginning this coming fall. Cassie has also honed her skills as a researcher, contributing to a project on climate events and to another one on habitat suitability for snakes. That's quite a range. And she's a familiar face at the Office of Competitive Fellowships as the recipient of multiple scholarships in support of her education. Outside the classroom, she has committed over 400 service learning hours to the Florida Native Plant Society, and she continues to work as an advocate of sustainable gardening and Florida-friendly yards here in the region. Please join me in congratulating this year's Undergraduate Student of the Year for the Water School, Cassie Valenti. Rachel Schemblecker completed her undergraduate degree in marine biology at Florida International University before embarking on her master's degree in environmental science at FGCU in fall 2020, at the height of COVID. Sound familiar? Like Cassie, Rachel adapted and persevered through all the restrictions and challenges resulting from the pandemic, including challenges to her own research. In addition to being an outstanding student, Rachel is a go-getter who possesses the rare talent of being able to perform at a high level, both in the laboratory and in the field. And as a member of the Water School's Harmful Algal Bloom research team, she's been involved in multiple research projects from red tide blooms to blue-green algae blooms to ciguatera seafood poisoning. Rachel can regularly be found on the water or in the water. She's not only a boat captain, but also a diver, where she collects samples in local waters in the Florida Keys to bring the samples back to FGCU and study them for their toxicity. I also have it on good account that she's somewhat of a phytoplankton culturing guru, which sounds fascinating and at the same time a little bit scary. At FGCU's Marine Field Station at the Vester Lab, Rachel has served as a boat captain in support of many courses offered there. She consistently steps up and fills the gaps when others aren't available, representing FGCU and the Water School and all of her endeavors. In addition to her own thesis research, Rachel is actively involved in community outreach and education, ranging from her work as part of the Water School's ciguatera seafood poisoning network in the Caribbean to her work as an ecotourism guide with Rising Tide Explorers down at Rookery Bay in Naples. Rachel clearly loves her work. We are lucky to have her as a member of the Water School family. Please join me again in congratulating this year's Graduate Student of the Year for the Water School at Florida Gulf Coast University, Rachel Schemblecker. I'll also add with Rachel, I had her in class in fall of 2020, and it was a full year before I got to see what the lower half of her face looked like. So,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ming Nguyen, and I'm currently serving as the Interim Dean of the Honors College. It is my honor to present the 2023 Honors College Student of the Year Award. She is a senior at FGCU, hailing from Charleston, West Virginia. Anyone from West Virginia here? So that narrows the pool a little bit here. She is currently studying biology with a pre-professional concentration and a minor in chemistry. During her time at FGCU, she has focused on impact by actively participating what we call the elements of honors, the values and practices that guide our community of learners, elements such as scholarly advancement, cultural enrichment, community engagement, and leadership development. She has served as a lead mentor for the Honors College for 2 consecutive terms. This has allowed her to assist first-time in college students acclimate quickly to the college environment. Through this opportunity, she was able to conduct the first joint honor thesis at FGCU, passed with distinction, and directly helped to improve the Honors College mentoring program with concrete recommendations. Other involvements include her work as a student and lead peer mentor for the Office of Competitive Fellowships. This experience helped her apply for and accept a Gilman Scholarship, admission into the Summer Health Professional Education Program at the University of Nebraska, and a study abroad experience at Yonsei University in South Korea. When she's not on campus, you can find her serving as the president of Kappa Delta Sorority, volunteering as Sweetheart of Sigma Phi Fraternity, working as a medical scribe for cardiology consultants of Naples, or preparing to matriculate to medical school through the Lake Erie College of Medicine 4+4 Early Acceptance Program. Now, in November 2022, the National Collegiate Honors Council selected her as the 2022 NCSC Student of the Year. Founded in 1966, NCSC is the biggest, the largest, the baddest association of undergraduate honors programs and colleges, director, deans, faculty, and staff, and students. And this honor is the highest honor that NCSC confer on an undergraduate honors student. In February 2023, she became the first FGCU student to receive a Dr. Richard Piper Scholarship from the Florida Collegiate Honors Council. And this amounts to the 2023 FCSC Student of the Year Award. So, as you can see, she's the current NCSC Student of the Year, she's the current FCSC Student of the Year, and on May 1st, she will be inducted into the FGCU Hall of Fame. So in light of this, as well as all other achievements and accomplishments in the areas of scholarly advancement, leadership development, community engagement, and cultural enrichment, it is natural, it is inevitable, it is compulsory that she is our first ever Honors College Student of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, it fills me with great pride and joy to present the 2023 Honors College Student of the Year, Josie Loria.
Beautiful stage, much nicer than my dorm room. Love the plants. Good afternoon. My name is Emery Cavan. I'm the student body president. Thank you. Thank you. These next awards are given out by my colleagues in student government, who selects the winners of the Staff Member of the Year Award and the McTarnigan Teaching Award. The Staff Member of the Year Award is given annually to a staff member who goes above and beyond the duties of their job while engaging with students from all across campus. This is awarded to a full-time staff member from any division of the university and to someone who has proven success in supporting students in both formal and informal settings. Now, this particular staff member provides an unmatched presence and energy to student life on campus. He is always there to lend advice, guide through a tough situation, offer an ear, bring a smile, and, if you need it, serve as your FGCU sneaker plug. He personifies empowering through leadership. He demonstrates excellence and integrity in every space that he is in. Whether he's educating on social justice issues, mentoring through the Presidential Leadership Certificate Program, hyping up our freshmen in Froshmosh, he is the definition of a role model. I am honored to offer the Staff Member of the Year Award to Travell Oaks, better known as T.O. Next, the McTarnigan Excellence in Teaching Award is given annually to a faculty member who has gone above and beyond in both their chosen discipline as well as across campus. The recipient exhibits a student-centered approach to their work as instructors and support agents both in and out of the classroom. This professor is one of the most beloved professors in the political science department. From his amazingly detailed lectures and class discussions to the comprehensive feedback he gives students, he leaves a lasting impact on every single person who enters his classroom. He shows great pride for FGCU and for student involvement. It is an honor to have him teaching here. I present the McTarnigan Teaching Award to Dr. Joseph Ross. We'll make sure that that gets to him. And whether or not you receive one of these awards, just know that the student body sees all of the effort and the work that you put in and day out. We appreciate you.
All right, it's now time to celebrate excellence in mentoring. I'm Lindsay Rushworth, Coordinator for Mentoring Programs in the Office of First Year Experience. Here at FGCU, mentoring supports the first pillar of our institutional model since 2017, which is student success. This past year, we've seen our students face unprecedented challenges of Hurricane Ian. We've seen them offer support to those in need, ask for help even when it's difficult, and fight for what they believe in. The ability to address these challenges, to engage in changing and challenging discourses, and to keep doing such fantastic work at the collegiate level is in part due to the support of their amazing mentors. These awards recognize faculty, staff, and students on our campus who provide mentorship. Mentors offer guidance, support, and academic, personal, and service-oriented development by creating and supporting high-impact educational experiences. Now for our first category of awards, we're going to celebrate excellence in mentoring faculty. Our first nominee has provided so much guidance to all of her students and Global Medical Brigade members by creating and encouraging service opportunities through unlocked memories, blood drives with OneDrive, as well as the Honors Immokalee Immersion Day. She's an instructor in integrated studies in the College of Arts and Sciences, an interim program coordinator for the Honors College, and faculty advisor for Global Medical Brigades, Professor Courtney Sikoski. Our next recipient created the annual Marib Health and Sciences Art Show to showcase students' work, provide encouragement for students at conferences, acted as an honors thesis mentor for multiple students, promotes tutoring through CAA-SI leaders, and has encouraged student leadership on the Honors Executive Board. Our next recipient is an assistant professor in the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences in the Marib College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Valerie Weiss. Now on to our next category of mentoring excellence, the staff awards. Our first recipient for staff mentoring serves as in a mentorship capacity for the MLD Froshmosh experience. He's an advisor for the Lambda Upsilon Lambda fraternity and an informal mentor for our Hispanic student organizations. Coordinator of Multicultural Leadership Development, Victor Rios. Our next recipient's nominator wrote, "Every time I go to her office, I know I can bring any problem to her and she will get me the answer or the person I can reach out to. She always helps celebrate the wins I have had in life. She's an amazing leader and I don't know how I would navigate college without her." Coordinator of Community and Student Engagement and Public Relations in the College of Engineering, Julie Rose. And our final nominee for the Staff Award Mentors supervises our Orientation Spark Mentors, is an active advisor in her sorority, mentors the students she teaches in her university transition course, offers guidance and support to many students across FGCU campus. One student nominator wrote, "Whether I'm celebrating the successes I've had in my life, going through something personal, struggling, or somewhere in between, I know that this person is there to support me always." Coordinator for Eagle View Orientation and the Office of First Year Experience, Amber Whitaker. All right, and finally, for our Excellence in Mentoring Student Awards for our peer mentors. Our first recipients received nominations from mentees, fellow peer mentors, and faculty alike. Some common themes from his nominators are his kindness, expertise, professionalism, and dedication to the things he's passionate about. Our first recipient is majoring in psychology with a concentration in neuroscience and cognition. Andrew Para. So our next couple of recipients couldn't be here. I am 100% confident they are probably meeting with their mentees at this very moment. So I do want to take a quick minute to recognize them. Hopefully you can keep this secret, and we'll do a little surprise for them next week to recognize them with their awards. First off, we have Stephanie Provoznik, majoring in political science. Steph's nominators wrote that she was the first person from FGCU to check on her after Hurricane Ian. During the past year, they've gone to tutoring together. explored campus resources, and even helped her mentee decide what type of internship to pursue. You guys want to give a round of applause for Steph? Next up, we have Maddie Belvo from Health Science. Maddie's nominators enjoyed getting to know Maddie inside and outside of the classroom. Maddie offered support during difficult times, connected her mentee to campus resources, took them to campus events, and helped her mentees get an on-campus job. And finally, we have Riley Skurdich, majoring in pre-finance. Maddie's nominators wrote that she was the first person they met at FGCU, and she's served as a mentor since then. Also inspired her mentees to take on leadership positions in the CAA, the Writing Lab, and the Honors College, both the mentor program and honors ambassadors. Give it up for Riley. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Hoover, and I serve as your University Ombuds. The next award is for the Grant and Aid Educational Leave Program, which is given through the University Ombuds Office. The Grant and Aid Educational Leave Program provides paid leave to eligible employees pursuing an associate's, bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. The program supports the development of retention of high-performing qualified faculty and staff and FGCU's commitment to diversity. Our first 2023-2024 Grant and Aid Award winner is seeking their doctoral degree in institutional leadership and higher education. This individual serves as an instructor too in the Ecological and Environmental Studies Department at FGCU, along with teaching courses at Florida Southwestern University. They were described as someone who engages students in hands-on experiential learning and gets students to think critically about the environment and sustainability. This individual is an active member of many environmental education groups and locally participates in service to Southwest Florida. Please join me in congratulating Chad Evers. Our second Grant and Aid winner is seeking their master's degree in environmental studies. This individual serves as an administrative specialist within the social work department. They were described as an innovative problem solver who supports a team-oriented approach. In addition, they have deep knowledge of university resources, policy, and processes, and someone who ensures students are given clear and effective guidance. This individual is described as intelligent, capable, and an individual with a positive attitude towards learning and work. Please join me in congratulating Teresa Aguiar. And our third and final recipient for the 2023-2024 Grant and Aid individual is seeking their master's degree in educational leadership. This individual serves as the coordinator for marketing and student support for innovative education and partnerships. This individual was described as a capable leader and a colleague who demonstrates dedication and commitment to FGCU. They bring enthusiasm and the drive to tackle new challenges and seek the best possible solutions when confronted with new opportunities. They have aided numerous adult students continuing FGCU degree completion program, in addition to being instrumental in the marketing of non-credit programs to help upskill adults as they learn to improve their abilities in the workplace through earning digital badges and micro-credentials. Please join me in congratulating Ireli Williams. Thank you.
All right, okay. Well, good afternoon again, everyone. And I'd like to recognize those who have reached milestone work anniversaries. This past year at Florida Gulf Coast, in your program, you will see all of the faculty and staff that have reached the 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, and don't forget the 25-year milestone. So I congratulate all of you. Thank you for your dedication and your service to FGCU. So Dr. Martin and I would like to recognize those who have reached the big 2-5. If you are here, please stand when I call your name. Stacy Anderson, Willie Baca, Star Banworth, Tony Berenger, Andrea Benscoter, Bridget Bloomster, Deanna Burgess, Tony Burkett, Luis Cerrone, Richard Coughlin, Joe Cudjoe, Nora Deemers, Roger Green, Rhonda Holtzclaw, Troy Kelly, Lori Mail, Myra Mendable, Kazuo Nakatani, Morgan Payne, Clifford Rank, Thomas Roberts. Hold your applause, please. Maria Rocca, Martha Rosenthal, Michael Severes, Gerard Schoenfield, Suzanne Specht, Eric Strayhorn, Sheldon Weeks, Glenn Whitehouse. All right, there we go. John Wilson, Marianne Zager. All right, congratulations to all of our 25-year employees. Kristen?
Good afternoon. For those of you that do not know me, I am Kristen Vancello, and I serve as our Assistant Vice President for Innovative Education and Partnerships, and I am rounding out the year as your SAC President. What is SAC? Well, SAC is our Staff Advisory Council, and the staff at FGCU, as we know, are so dedicated to the mission of the university and the success of our faculty and students. The Staff Advisory Council Outstanding Staff Awards was established to honor Florida Gulf Coast University staff who have contributed outstanding and meritorious service to their department, the university, and the community. The nominees are carefully reviewed by representatives of SAC and selected by that same representation. I am also asked to take a moment to thank Alex Brower from Gabor. Has he come yet? Because I don't think he was here earlier. Oh, she. Hello, welcome. Thank you again for your support of our staff. So here we go. Is everybody ready? The first award recipient received 15 nominations. So I know what department I want to work in next. It is evident that she supports her department and college extraordinarily well. Her colleagues describe her as a warm, happy, positive, and service-oriented colleague. She is attributed to creating a family from a bunch of friendly colleagues, examples of consistently going above and beyond the scope of her position, and going the extra mile to make each member of the department feel valued, appreciated, and important, poured off of the written pages. Please join me in honoring the 2022-23 Outstanding Support Personnel Staff Member of the Year from the Department of Mathematics, Gretchen Maynard. Thank you. Our second award recipient consistently mentors her colleagues, builds relationships across campus and between divisions, fosters professionalism, and is known by hundreds of faculty and staff across this campus. She always represents FGCU, and as one nominator says, sets an amazing example of the finest we have on staff. She is a shining star. Not only can she magically find the funds when her dean asks for them, but she is also overseeing the budget aligned with the largest grant in FGCU's history. Her value to FGCU exceeds the $22.9 million she will have to watch over with an eagle eye. Please join me in honoring the 2022-2023 Outstanding Administrative and Professional Staff Member of the Year from the Lutgert College of Business, Jenna Padilla.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juanica McFarland, and I'm the Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator here on campus. Our next award, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Excellence Award, is presented to outstanding faculty and staff who are committed to and passionate about recognizing, understanding, and embracing diversity and promoting inclusivity. First of all, we received a lot of nominations, so we want to thank you all for that and know that it was a very difficult decision. We see and recognize the work that you all are doing around diversity, equity, and inclusion, and wanted you to know that we appreciate it. With that being said, I would like to read a really short section from this person's nomination. And I say short because it was really long and we would be here all night if I read the whole thing, okay? So this individual is known most for his infectious personality and ability to bring people together and introduce people to one another. Examples of this are on the walks that we take when he stops at the Alika Arena and swings by coaches' offices, or when he emails them semestrally to invite them over to see what we are about and how we can be a resource. I probably already gave it away. Other ways in which he has enhanced DEI on this campus is through being a support person and resource to minority and marginalized registered student organizations, as well as the Unified Greek Organization and the Multicultural Greek Council. Very often, he includes in his one-on-one what general body meetings he attends and shares the needs of these students, something that is not part of his job description, but is very much needed. He serves as an advocate and champion for these students that needs it badly. And with that, this individual already has his cheering section ready to go. The winner of the 2023 DEI Excellence Awards has already won an award here with us. His name is Terrell Oakes. We know him as T.O.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Johnson, and I am the Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management. I have the privilege of filling in today for Dr. Mitch Cordova, Vice President for Student Success and Enrollment Management. Unfortunately, he could not be with us today due to a personal emergency. The Student Success Champion Awards recognize faculty and staff who have made an impact and contributions to student success through their time at FGCU. They continuously go above and beyond normal expectations to lead transformational initiatives and activities inside and outside of the classroom, and they place the success of FGCU students above all else. The recipients of this award have been with FGCU for a minimum of 4 years. They did not apply for this award. Rather, they've been nominated by one of their peers, supervisors, or colleagues. Today, we honor 3 faculty and 3 staff to receive a commemorative award and a reserved parking space for the 23-24 academic year. So let's get started. The first recipient is a faculty member, Dr. Peter Denui, and he's the program coordinator of Child and Youth Studies, assistant professor in the College of Education, and he has shown exemplary commitment to our students and the community, from the creation of a mentoring program that provides invaluable experience to child and youth studies students, to his successful efforts to improve the multicultural experience of our students through recruitment of international graduate students in the College of Education. He has enhanced the college years for so many through guidance, support, inspiration, and action. With that, our first award goes to Dr. Peter Denui. Come on up here, yes. Yes. This is for you, and you get to part for
Thank you.
Our second faculty recipient is Dr. Jason Zhang, Associate Professor in the Department of Leadership, Technology, and Research, also in the College of Education. In his 10 years at FGCU, Dr. Zhang has taught at the doctoral, master's, and undergraduate levels. Additionally, he has collaborated with a number of graduate students in the preparation and publication of journal articles, conference proceedings, and the delivery of conference presentations. His commitment to advancing the student experience through the integration of solid research skills and practices have resulted in generations of graduate students that will contribute greatly to this field for decades to come. Our second recipient, Dr. Jason Zhang.
He wasn't able to come over, sorry.
Okay, he was not able to be here. This is an imposter, but that's okay. Okay, our third faculty member, Dr. Jesse Wright, instructor in the Department of Economics and Finance in the Lutgard College of Business. An instructor in the Lutgard College of Business, Dr. Wright teaches classes in economics. He serves as course coordinator for Econ 2013 Macroeconomics, serving more than 850 students across 16 sections in the college. This role brings challenges to ensure that all sections and faculty are on the same page to deliver a solid and similar experience to every section. Dr. Wright makes econ enjoyable and works with all faculty to teach economics to ensure that every student's experience is meaningful and consistent across all sections. Dr. Wright works tirelessly to improve that DFW rate in his challenging class and connects the materials to students in innovative and interesting ways. His rapport with students in class is outstanding, and he exemplifies what is genuine in the support of students. Jesse Wright is a student success personified. Please, our third faculty member, Dr. Jesse Wright. Okay, now on to the 3 staff members. The first staff member we would like to recognize is Christina Krager, Director of Retention and Engagement Programs with the First Year Experience. Christina has championed student success since she began working at FGCU 14 years ago. Her ability to build relationships, cultivate partnerships, has contributed to her success in leading and participating in numerous programs and key initiatives. I'm losing my place because I'm laughing. Key initiatives, not only within the Division of Student Success and Enrollment Management, but across all of FGCU. Her programming efforts provide first-year students opportunities to reflect on their experience and work on the development of their identity in the context of their new environment. Her leadership, advocacy, and ability to create connections and realize synergies has created her success with our students, not only as measured by the performance funding metrics, but also by delivering of life-changing experiences. From academic advising to student organizations, her work with graduating students and first-year students, Christina has always been available to her students. She's an outstanding staff member. I'd like to welcome Christina up to the stage. Okay, our second staff member, Corey Bright Carrigan, is the Director of Adaptive Services and the university's ADA Coordinator. Through Corey's 20 years at FGCU, she's worked to ensure that our campus is accessible and inclusive for students, staff, faculty, and visitors. Keeping our university compliant by advocating and upholding the rights of those individuals with disabilities is one of her top priorities. Corey has been the chair of the ADA Advisory Committee since they started at FGCU, working collaboratively with campus partners on various initiatives, including the implementation of audio signals at main crosswalks and campus signage. Many seek out her knowledge and expertise in the field of disability-related issues. These campus-wide partnerships result in positive outcomes in retention, persistence, and overall student success with our students with disabilities. FGCU is grateful for Corey Bright Carrigan, who goes above and beyond to provide support and guidance to our students, families, campus, and community partners. Corey Bright Carrigan. And our third and final recipient is Lindsay Johns. Lindsay is the Assistant Dean and Director of Student Involvement in Campus Life. Lindsay's smile, infectious energy, and deep commitment to students is known far beyond the wide campus of FGCU. Her ability to balance multiple roles while developing transformative experiences for students goes above and beyond her job roles and responsibilities. She is fondly known by the entire FGC community as a student and faculty staff advocate. She arrives early and stays late for every event, supporting students in every aspect of their journey at FGCU. Her students refer to her as honorable, bright, and willing to sacrifice for her career and education. Her uplifting spirit, sense of humor, and gifted ability to handle the most strenuous situations allows Lindsay to be inspirational to so many. She is loved, appreciated, and valued for the impact she makes to her department, FGCU, and the lives of individual students, forming lifelong friendships and memories with all of those she engages. Lindsay Johns. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Eric Otto. I'm the Director of General Education. This next award is given in honor of the late John Herman. Inspired by John's remarkable ability to engage students from across disciplines in his gen ed biology courses, the award recognizes one member of the FGCU teaching community for their commitment to enhancing the liberal arts experience of FGCU students. Since the inaugural year of the award in 2020, the gen ed program has honored faculty from the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences, the Department of Language and Literature, and the Department of Mathematics. This diversity of disciplinary representation speaks volumes for the quality of our general education program. Today, we add to this subject area, diversity, by honoring a member of the Department of Ecology and Environmental Studies. This awardee has contributed to FGCU's general education program with his stellar teaching, his scholarship of teaching, and his service in the area of program assessment. His nominator notes that his teaching is of the highest quality. He puts students' needs in front of his own and is always so generous with his time. He is passionate about the environment and values the natural world. He strives through his teaching to instill those same values within his students, often integrating field-based learning into all of the courses he teaches. The John Herman Award for Excellence in General Education goes to Chad Evers.
Good afternoon. My name is Dave Yeager, and I'm the Director of Digital Learning. The FGCU President's Award for Exemplary Online Teaching is the newest award to be included in this tradition of celebrating teaching excellence at FGCU. This award recognizes exemplary online teaching practices and a commitment to continuous improvement in online teaching that strongly supports student success. For this inaugural FGCU President's Award for Exemplary Online Teaching, there was a strong pool of applications, which confirms that great online teaching is happening at FGCU. On behalf of the Review Committee and the Office of the Provost, it's my pleasure to recognize from the School of Nursing, Dr. Tammy Siddiqui, as the recipient of the 2023 FGCU President's Award for Exemplary Online Teaching.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Tara McKenna. I'm the director of the PGA Golf Management Department over in the Lutgert College of Business, but I'm also the chair of the Council of Chairs, the big fluffy white chair. The Chair Excellence Award goes to the outstanding department chair selected by the fellow chairs in the council. As you know, department chairs, they are the boots on the ground that help faculty and arrange schedules and sections. They do the work of the dean, so they really are the boots on the ground. And we looked for that individual whose leadership positively impacts their department, faculty, community, scholarship, and FGCU. This year, this chair has worked tirelessly to mentor and lead her department in the important areas of scholarship, pedagogy, grant writing, and practice. Although her time at FGCU hasn't been that long, her impacts have been immediate. This chair recently secured a full 8-year reaccreditation, recently navigated the requirement curriculum changes to stay in compliance for that department. She served as a role model by maintaining active scholarship herself, which we know as a department chair is quite a challenging duty, and is proud to report that every faculty member at her department achieved at least one publication in a peer-reviewed journal, even those that weren't required to. You all know how hard that is, right? With pandemic-related instructional challenges and recent Ian-related struggles, which we all can relate to, her unwavering concern for her team was vital to their success personally and professionally. From reading the multiple nominations, it was clear to us and her stakeholders that in the faculty and staff in her department that they value her leadership and her communication and her care. And in turn, they feel valued by the supportive culture that she's created in this department. I'm pleased to announce the winner of the 2023 Chair Excellence Award, Dr. Suzanne Duggar, Chair of the Counseling Department.
All right. Good afternoon. I am Anna Carlin. I am up here to hand out a whole bunch of awards. So bear with me. I know this is kind of the last thing on the list here. I am here because I'm your Faculty Senate President for a few more months, and it is my honor to give out all of these awards to our outstanding faculty. Wait, I have a script. And before I start naming names and talking about that, I just want to thank again all of the faculty selection committees for reviewing all of the applications, packets, portfolios, binders. They're not binders anymore. And giving all of that thought to your colleagues and taking the time to recognize those people today. So the next awards are our Faculty Excellence Awards, which cover a range of categories and include instructor, junior, senior, adjunct faculty. This is the first year that we have made it available to have 2 winners in each category, and that was up to the committees whether they wanted to do that or not. So we won't have 2 for everyone. And returning this year after a brief absence are the awards for advising excellence, and we will also celebrate the inaugural recipients of the Faculty Librarian Excellence Awards. I promise I didn't make that happen, but it's a good coincidence. I am a librarian. All right, so the selection committee for the Advisor Excellence Awards described the winner of our senior award as student-centered with a focus of inclusiveness. Her nominator said she is a holistic educator following the appreciative model of advising. She has worked to improve the advising experience for the College of Arts and Sciences students, creating a committee which designed a new Canvas module that uses video to convey important academic and advising information to students. She also led a campus-wide committee for the college transition in Canvas, which continues to evolve and develop student resources. She's a team player and a mentor to new academic advisors. This very skilled winner of the Senior Advisor Excellence Award is Sherry, sorry if I said this wrong, Alvanis? Sherry Alvanis? Oh, good. See, she is busy working and being excellent. All right, so next we're going to move into the Librarian Excellence Awards. The winner of our Junior Faculty Librarian Excellence Award is someone who has demonstrated excellence in the field of librarianship. Her work ethic and professional standards are stellar. She's our institution's first full-time university archivist. She's an advocate for increasing the accessibility of archival materials and has done so by initiating innovative practices to assist colleagues and library patrons. She's committed to professional growth and continuous improvement and has served the campus community. She has exemplified excellence in a short period of time, and the Junior Faculty Librarian Excellence Award goes to Victoria or Vic Jones. I'm going to get so good at this because I have so many awards to give out. Just wait. So next is the Senior Librarian of the Year, Senior Librarian Excellence Award. This person exemplifies professionalism, commitment, leadership, and knowledge of her field. She has numerous publications and frequently collaborates to deliver programming to benefit faculty, students, and staff at FGCU. She regularly mentors new faculty, and even old faculty like myself, and volunteers to support departmental and campus initiatives. Her list of achievements is comprehensive and noteworthy, and her commitment to continuous improvement and embracing innovation is unparalleled. The Senior Faculty Librarian Excellence Award winner is Rachel Cook. Now we're going to move on to the scholarship awards. For the next awardee, the scholarship committee was impressed by the quantity, quality, and impact of his scholarship. He strategizes to transform and challenge himself. He shows increasing sophistication in his work while unequivocally supporting the mission of the College of Arts and Sciences. He sees his role in the larger global community and shows great sensitivity to the mission with a focused approach to scholarship. His mentorship is truly benefiting his students by helping guide several in the last 2 years to highly competitive PhD programs. He is an exceptional scholar with impressive impact. Please join me in congratulating the Junior Faculty Scholarship Excellence Award winner from the Department of Biological Sciences, Dr. Andrew Durso. All right, the next awardee's scholarship was equally impressive. His work is very relevant and supportive of the mission of the Lutgers College of Business. His accomplishments are extraordinary with the number, quality, and impact of his publications showing outstanding, I can read or I can say things, outstanding productivity and impressive focus. The work he has accomplished in the last 2 years is truly exceptional. He is a star scholar among junior faculty. The Junior Faculty Scholarship Award, Excellence Award goes to Dr. Joseph Leo from the Department of Management. For the Senior Faculty Scholarship Excellence Award, the committee was very impressed to see the awardee's balance of global, national, and local work well aligned with the mission of the university. His service in the developing world is particularly valuable. His goals are clear, and he is an organized reflectionist. His work on numerous grants with students as a faculty sponsor align with his team building and problem-solving nature. His reputation is such that he has been called upon to be a keynote speaker. His work is well-funded and managed with expertise. He's an interdisciplinary and systems thinker who works creatively to rigorously combine fields that have not been combined before. For the Senior Faculty Scholarship Excellence Award, this year's awardee is Dr. Senesha Segei from the Department of Bioengineering, Civil Engineering, and Environmental Engineering. All right, the nominator of our next awardee, which award is this? Oh, we're into service. All right. I have a lot, there's 16. Service awards. And these are my favorite because I think people definitely need to be recognized for service because in so many other ways we are not recognized for that kind of service. And clearly I do too much service because here I am. The nominator of our next awardee describes him as having a yes problem, as he watched the winter stretch beyond his department and work with a plethora of people on campus. His real commitment to work for a better future and guide his students on that journey is truly shown in the work that he is doing with the New Image Youth Center in the Paramore neighborhood of Orlando. This project brings together a wealth of people and offices on campus to positively impact underprivileged young people from that community and expose them to college life. His course on art and mindfulness and the Mexican Study Abroad program have deeply connected his teaching to service and demonstrated to students how their efforts can positively impact a local community or a broader, more global one. In a similar way, he has embarked on a new project, partnering with folks from MIT to get FGCU students working with others to develop skills toward community development. Some faculty strive to include service in their work and further integrate these efforts with their teaching and scholarship, but this comes naturally to our recipient. What he teaches emphasizes service and connects his students to meaningful projects. His approach is being recognized and honored today from the Department of Integrated Studies. Aaron A.J. Nunez-Zoller is the Junior Faculty Individual Service Excellence Award winner. He's accepting on his behalf. You've already seen him. That's not him. That's Eric. That's Eric Otto. Our next recipient is said to be a person who embodies the service mission of FGCU. In the School of Entrepreneurship, he works tirelessly to help students identify and obtain career-related experiences to enhance their professional development. He supports students for the Runway Program, a business incubator, by mentoring students on their business ideas, providing guidance to assist them launching their own business ventures. He serves as a course coordinator, as chair of the Promotion and Support Committee in the School of Entrepreneurship, and on the University Grants and Research Team. The Senior Faculty Individual Service Award recipient is Reed Leonards. Teaching awards. We're into teaching now. The individual receiving the Adjunct Faculty Teaching Excellence Award joined FGCU as a content expert with decades of industry experience. He implemented the process-oriented guided inquiry learning strategy and worked with the learning assistants as facilitators to guide students to develop their own understanding of the course material. His classes are filled with interactive activities that encourage teamwork, critical thinking, and problem solving. He went above and beyond to show care and concern for his students, holding one-on-one meetings with students outside of class. He is actively taking on new tasks to develop new courses for the department. Please help me congratulate Michael Osheroff from the Department of Computing and Software Engineering on the Adjunct Faculty Teaching Excellence Award. Our second Adjunct Faculty Teaching Award recipient teaches general biology. When she started teaching, she recognized the need for more student engagement and initiated conversations in her department that helped spark the student-centered learning she has created in her classes. She uses active discussions, demonstrations, and group work all embedded in the main lecture, keeping students engaged, as well as many active labs to apply the material. She has also applied many educational technologies effectively to support her teaching. The course contents in Canvas are logical, clear, friendly, and transformative. Her high SPOIs are just one piece of evidence reflecting why she was nominated and why she won this Teaching Excellence Award. Rosanna Mitchell is the Adjunct Faculty Teaching Excellence Award recipient. Our next award is the Junior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award. This individual makes facilitating classroom discussions and responding to students in art form. She clearly is respected by her students and is able to create a learning environment where students confront important problems that challenge them to grapple with real-life issues. In her classroom, students work together and participate in learning as a process where openness encourages multiple ways of thinking. From the Occupational Therapy Program, the recipient of the Junior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award is Dr. Denise Allen. We get to recognize an additional Junior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award winner today. This recipient has an amazing rapport with her students as she is genuinely interested in their success both in and out of the classroom. She encourages her students to think critically, facilitating more than just memorization. She's passionate about her profession and has a natural way of engaging the students by incorporating a variety of pedagogical approaches in the classroom to maximize academic success for the current population of diverse learners. The See One, Do One, Teach One approach, utilized in her lab courses, enables students to progress from understanding to application to synthesis levels of learning in a strategic way. The recipient of the Junior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award is Dr. Patty Bauer from the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences. The Senior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award recipient is from the Bauer School of Music and the Arts. He is an international performer and collaborator that shares his talents continuously with his students, helping them realize their full potential as young musicians and guiding them through the practical matters that can only be learned through experience. This is demonstrated by the number of awards his students win in national competitions. In a profession that requires many individual meetings with students one-on-one, he was still able to find a way to teach online by collaborating to build state-of-the-art technology, bring state-of-the-art technology to FGCU so he can work with students no matter their location. These accomplishments are what led Dr. Michael Barron to be nominated and to win the Senior Faculty Teaching Excellence Award. Instructor Teaching Excellence Awards. The individual receiving the Junior Instructor Teaching Excellence Award implemented a flipped classroom teaching approach, co-created a collection of podcast-style lecture videos on YouTube, and incorporated a wide range of innovative pedagogical techniques such as process-oriented, guided inquiry learning lessons, think, pair, share, and active learning worksheets in her classroom. Her commitment to professional growth as an educator is demonstrated through her continued course redesign efforts, extensive participations in Lucas Center professional development programs. The Junior Instructor Teaching Excellence Award goes to Karen Marino from the Department of Mathematics. Our first recipient for the Senior Instructor Teaching Excellence Award comes from the Department of Ecology and Environmental Studies. He demonstrates his dedication to students through his student-centered, active approach to teaching. He applies educational technology effectively in his teaching and engages students in multiple ways with the class content, making each group represent a different country to understand how environmental issues affect industrialized versus non-industrialized nations, to allow students to demonstrate skills through different mediums, such as creating a public service announcement for their assigned topics. He is creative and engages students throughout the class, relating class topics to real-world events. In his class, he arranged student discussion groups based on their real projects. He engages students with problem-based and team-based learning that develops their critical thinking. These innovations are what led to Chad Evers to be nominated for this Senior Instructing Teaching Excellence Award. Sorry, I thought it was done. One more. She picked it up. I thought it was done. Here it is. Last but not least, for our next award, this senior instructor took a student-centered teaching approach and used various learning activities in her class in the Department of Language and Literature. She designed task-based activities that can only be accomplished by the communication to engage students in her French language class. She introduced cultural information in her class to help students see the connections between language and culture and how they interrelate. The result is that students learned vocabulary and grammar while learning fun facts. She is very passionate about the courses she teaches, and she consistently redesigns learning activities to make them more interactive and communicative to improve student engagement. Please join me in congratulating Tatiana Schuss for receiving the Senior Instructor Teaching Excellence Award. Congratulations to all of our winners today. Thank you for being here to celebrate these achievements. And to close out our ceremony in just a moment when he's done getting his picture taken, we will welcome back Executive Vice President and Provost Mark Rager.
All right, what a great group of awardees. It's fantastic. It's interesting to note all the different ways that people contributed to FGCU in so many different capacities. And it takes all of us, doesn't it, to make a great institution. You know, as provost, I'm humbled to be a fellow Eagle and proud to be a part of an institution that puts student success at the forefront of everything. That we provide opportunities to excel in and out of the classroom. That we celebrate scholarship in broad terms, measure ourselves by our impact on our students and our community. That we are embraced by our community, and we are, and we serve it well. As administrators, we think of others each day, morning when we get to work, rather, before we think of ourselves. And we are, as President Martin notes all the time, we're a ladder and not a filter. Our awardees have climbed to the top rung of that ladder. So let's, first, before we have a round of applause for everyone again, I want to point out somebody on stage here, Julie Eco, who's been doing wonderful work for us, all right? And Galina Manovska. Galina, where are you? Galina, actually, I think she set up every single chair in the room. So she helped us greatly with Eric Ballmer's team, and Kelly and Shelby and Andy and everybody else that was in on this. They've been planning for months, and they've worked very hard, and I think it came off incredibly well. Thank you for your service. So anyway, one more round for everybody today. Thank you for coming, and see you next year for our celebration of excellence.